How did I learn more self-love when it came to the fit pillar? Well, the fit pillar is about becoming your best self. And often we talk about what that means to be mentally and physically well. Now, I always say this, if you have a vision for your life, it is your duty and it is your responsibility to protect the only vessel you're going to get to execute that vision, right? And so the self-love piece that really came to me is I realized for my 40th birthday episode, I told you guys that I was releasing an attachment to numbers that no longer served me. And one of those numbers was the number on the scale. Can I get an amen? It was the number on the scale because as a woman of a certain age, I realized, listen, you're just never going to be the size you were when you were 25. Like those days are probably gone. Like it's probably gone, which is okay because I'm okay with what I look like and where I am now. But for a long time, I kept trying to force myself to get back to something. I got to get back to this number. But why? Because even when I was that number, I wasn't really the healthiest at all. I didn't necessarily feel my best. I just looked like what I thought society wanted me to look like or what people said I needed to look like. And so when I turned 40, that was the beginning of me going to the gym, not to care about the number on the scale and not to care about a dress size. It was to literally feel good. And the more that I would get up and get committed to going to the gym, whether I decided to go in the morning, afternoon, and night, there was no magic, I had to be there at 6 a.m. I released all of that. I just made a commitment to making sure that I was moving daily, right? But the difference this time was when I was in the gym, I was honoring myself for keeping a commitment to myself. I was literally in the mirror not thinking, do my thighs look smaller? I was cheering myself on like, girl, you got away from that desk and made time for you today. You are the bomb today. Like it was being on the treadmill or being on the Stairmaster and going, look at how you pushed yourself. I remember when you couldn't get 5 minutes on the Stairmaster. Very true story, because I thought the Stairmaster was from the devil. But now I'm like, look at you. 22 minutes, 25 minutes, 28 minutes. It has literally become more about truly becoming my best self. Only competing with versions of me, not with what somebody else's standard is. And the more I will pump myself up, the more I literally love myself, the more kindly I would speak to myself, the more affirming I became of myself when I am naked in the mirror. It is not about the validation of a man or girlfriends or anyone else. It is literally like, Patrice, you look so good. Girl, you are 42 years old doing the thing. You are the healthiest and strongest you've ever been. Does not matter that the scale also shows a number bigger than it's ever been, but you look good and you feel good, and that is what matters. And the more I recited those things, the more I literally loved myself. And I continued to develop just this love of myself that is amazing. Right? So for me, that was one of the first practical ways that I just really enhanced my own self-love, like removing what I look like from being about what other people thought.